Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Coach V and I created and trademarked the Mental Health is Sexy brand. I did that because I wanted to make the attainment and sustainment of mental health something that is alluring, attractive, and desirable to everybody. Everybody? Yes, everybody. And today is Wednesday. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you have been rocking with me for a little bit, welcome back. And so you may already know the schedule for this channel, but I'm going to share it real quick just in case you might not know. On Mondays, well, first of all, we upload videos 3 days a week, Lord willing. On Mondays, our theme is Self-Mastery Mondays. So those are the days where we talk about specific ways that you can use immediately to increase the mastery that you have over yourself, or said another way, to remain in control of yourself and not allow external people, places, and things to influence how you handle and navigate your thoughts, words, deeds, emotions, and feelings. We just uploaded Monday's video today, so we was 2 days late, but we just uploaded that video, and in that video we're talking about self-love. So if you want to know what self-love means, how I think it means, why it's important to have it, and how to show it to yourself, check out that video and leave a comment and a thumbs up. On Wednesdays, like today, we have What's Trending Wednesdays, where we find a trending topic on YouTube and we talk about it for a few moments and see what type of lessons we can learn that will support our mental and emotional health. And on Fridays, we call those Angel Number Fridays, where I share with you an angel number that's been presenting itself to my life, or a number that you leave in the comments, and I tell you how you can use those numbers to help you figure out what trajectory you should go on in your life, or what those numbers can mean to you, and how you can use them to support your mental and emotional health. So if you like content like that, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, leave some thumbs up, share some videos with your peeps, and thank you for the support. Okay, today is Wednesday. So we will be talking about a trending topic that's running around in these YouTube streets. And again, we're going to look for lessons that we can learn to help us better support our mental and emotional health. Now, y'all know, I got to talk about what I'm going to call the reigning talk show queen, aka Aunt Wendy, better known as the Wendy Williams. Now, for months now, we have seen the decline, or what I would say, the decline in her health, her marriage falling apart, all the secrets being revealed from that. We have seen recently the bank is holding sister's coins, holding Amy's coins, and now we just found out that her show's been canceled. So there's a lot going along around Aunt Wendy. And so I just wanted to talk about a couple things in this video and possibly give you some tips and techniques to look for in your own life to prevent certain experiences that may be similar to Wendy Williams. Okay, so again, on my channel, if you're new, I share information regarding mental and emotional health based upon my lived experience, based upon my training and the certifications that I have, and based upon my skill set in helping people navigate their lives and improve their mental emotional health, but then also people who step into their spiritual awakening and need help and spiritual guidance in that way. So I gather my input from different sources and resources. So if it applies to you, amazing. If it doesn't sit right with you, throw it away. However, I'm sure you'll find more than one nugget or gem of information in my content, so stay tuned. So we know that for over a decade, Wendy Williams has reigned these streets as far as being a salacious, in your face, or as she calls herself, straight no chaser type of content, from the radios into the television. And she has built like a legacy that her children's children's children will be able to eat off of, right? Long as Wells Fargo release her coin. with that being said, I'm mentioning that because a lot of people say, oh, she's just getting her karma back from all the things that she's done, all the people she's talked about, all the dirt that she's done to get to the top, yada, yada, yada. We're not here to discuss that today. What I want to talk about, again, from personal experience as well as just watching Aunt Wendy's life unfold before our eyes, how harmful it could be and harmful that it is to our psyche as well as to our physical body to hold in secrets of toxic relationships, to hold in the reality of staying in a situationship because of convenience, because of complacency, because of, oh, I don't want to be alone, to agreeing with and excusing particular behaviors that any other circumstance you wouldn't want to deal with at all. And a lot of times it can be because of low self-esteem that people stay in situations, romantic situations, that they know someone is not doing them right, or they know that someone is not displaying behaviors that are loving. Sometimes they're just relationships of convenience. And you may be asking yourself, Coach V, why are you talking about that specifically? I say that to say this. We all have had some variation of the form, don't block your blessings, spoken upon us, right? And from personal experience, I stayed in a situation because I wanted it to work, because I wanted to change the person, because I truly loved the person, and all the time I was miserable inside because I just knew that we weren't in proper alignment. And when I sought spiritual guidance and direction, it was all but confirmed that, yeah, you blocking your blessings remaining in the situation. So I hid from the public how toxic the situation was because I wanted to save face, because I was building a brand, because I didn't want to be judged, because I didn't want to be embarrassed, until the situation came to a head that neither one of us no longer wanted to be a part of. Now, it wasn't as detailed and expensive and salacious as Wendy Williams' divorce was, or her secrets coming out. But I'm sharing that piece of my story to share that I can relate to that type of mentality, that type of emotional space, that type of fear, that type of anxiety, that type of depression, and all of the other things that come with it. Gaining weight, losing weight, in Wendy's case, abusing substances. But when a person is not whole internally, when a person has not done their work to heal from past trauma, when a person has not been honest with themselves about what they need, what they want, what they will tolerate, and when they're not focused on protecting their peace, they attract or become a part of situations that they really may be dazzled and confused about how they became a part of those situations. You know, they may have a moment of, how did I get myself here? Like, I'm so-and-so, like I shouldn't be going through this. But what happens is when we wake up and experience those situations like Wendy Williams, you know, I firmly believe that she maintained her silence or maintained her secret with her relationship as long as she could. And then when the baby came along, all bets were off. She sat in front of us on her television show for episode after episode, telling us, you know, everything was cool and she still got her ring on. And I remember those episodes clearly. And I know it probably was a strategic move, you know, for her to put this way out to the public because certain things were happening in private. I totally get that. What I want to focus on the mental and emotional and oftentimes spiritual strain that is placed upon a person when they have to dance and perform in such a way. Coupled with them being embarrassed. coupled with anxiety of, oh my gosh, I'm about to be alone, coupled with depression, coupled with substance abuse, coupled with the pressure that comes from having a gigantic career like she has. And from what I could see, there was no downtime for her to heal and properly begin to bounce back from one traumatic situation to the next. It was like boom, 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 boom. And it literally happened before our very eyes. Like, it literally happened. And, oh, and I forgot to mention her physical health, began to deteriorate. And it literally happened before our eyes. It appeared as if there was no one strong enough, if at all, in her camp to make her, to make her sit and take the proper time needed to grieve the ending of her marriage, to grieve the embarrassment associated with an outside child, to grieve her physical health changing, to grieve the transitioning of her mother. Like, there were so many things that happened back to back to back with Wendy that she just, in the public eye, did not, would not, or could not take the proper time to grieve those different stages of her life. And one thing that we've been designed with, that's woven in our DNA from the Creator, is that if we don't listen or pay attention to the signs that are given to us, substance abuse, mental health challenges, consistent migraines, gaining weight quickly, losing weight quickly, ulcers, different cancers, hair falling out, skin conditions, we are created with so many, not being able to sleep or sleeping too much. We are created with so many signals, right, within our bodies to let us know when something's off balance, to let us know when we're stressed out, to let us know when the vibe ain't cool. However, we've also been taught for generations to ignore those feelings, to ignore our gut feelings, to ignore, you know what, that thought was in the back of my head. How many times have we been in situations, personal, professional, romantic, where we experienced something that wasn't pleasant and we said, you know what, I should have listened because something in my gut was telling me, or I had a dream, or this nagging thought was ... How many times have you been in a situation where you were able to look back and say, I woulda, coulda, shoulda, because this is why this happened, or I felt this way, or I had this type of dream, or the vibe wasn't right, or the skin, my hair starts to stand up on my skin. We are built with these abilities, but we've been taught to ignore them. I'm saying that to say this. Wendy has experienced so much crappy situations back to back to back to back to back, with zero downtime to really process it all, file it away, heal from it, whatever she needed to do, that her body first, and then her mental, her emotions, all those things together just began to shut down. That's what happened. Stress mismanaged will take your life. Period, point blank. Listen to how I said that. Stress mismanaged will take your life. My mother passed in 2008 at the age of 46 from a heart attack. No pre-existing conditions, no high blood pressure medication, no underlying heart challenges, just boom, like that. Went to the ER a week prior with chest pain, was told that, because she did suffer from acid reflux for years, was told that, it was written it off that her acid reflux was acting up, given her usual meds, whatever she took, and sent home. She took some time off work by force. And her supervisor, which was the coroner at the Hamilton County Coroner's Office. He's not the acting coroner now, but at the time he was, and he forced my mother to take more time off because she just lost her younger sister, and other things were just going on. So when her bereavement time was up and she went back to work, he noticed that she still wasn't 100%. So he told her, you need to take some more time off. It's okay, we got you. So she was at home and luxuriating in a bubble bath, which she always done from when I was young, and I'm in my 40s. And she had a heart attack and was home alone, and that was that. So I learned 14 years ago that stress mismanaged will take your life. Thankfully, I feel Wendy Williams was forced out of her prominent position. And I don't mean, since her show stopped. I mean, since she couldn't record anymore and had to take time off because of her health. However, I just want you out there watching to know that it wasn't just that recent physical health thing. It was more so all of the experience that I mentioned a few moments ago that she's been through and has not really taken the proper amount of time off to grieve all of those situations. People get so wrapped up in money and in their career and contracts and obligations. And then we're going to keep it 100. These corporations don't care either. They just want you to be there and continue to generate revenue for them. And those are the moments where we have to be bold and stand up and advocate for our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health, our spiritual health. And sometimes in the society that we live in, stepping up and advocating for those areas can affect our financial health. But I promise you, there was no dollar amount, no contract, no direct deposit big enough to replace your life. Even if you leave monies and riches behind for your family, that doesn't replace your presence, your hugs, your cooking, your support, your correction. And so I close this video out and say this. If you are going through anything in life, and a lot of us are, right? A lot of us are going through things. A lot of us are going through situations we've never been through before. And so we are winging it every step of the way and fighting and clawing to come out on the other end successful and healthy and somewhat sane, right? I'm speaking about myself as well. I encourage you, though, to use Wendy Williams' story as an example, a real-time, real-life example that's palatable to force you, to kick you into gear of deciding to protect not only your physical health, but becoming an advocate for your mental, emotional, and spiritual health as well. We are going to continue to send prayers to Wendy Williams in hopes that she does a full recovery and that she was saved in time. However, not everybody gets that opportunity. Not everybody gets that chance. So if you are within the sound of my voice and you came across this video, or you are a new subscriber, or you've been around kicking it with me for the past couple years, take a lesson from Wendy Williams' story. There are certain things in life that are going to happen, right? We're in the wrong place at the wrong time. A relationship ends and you weren't given a warning, or you ignored the warning. We keep it a buck over here. There's certain things in life that happen that are out of our control. And then there's things that we willingly go along with that happen that may not be in service to our higher good. Regardless of what angle it comes from, I encourage you to begin now to process, to check in with yourself, and to begin a plan of action to eliminate those people, places, and things that challenge your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your financial health, because it's not worth it. If you're the type of person that need to see before you believe, just Google Wendy Williams and watch her story. Find your favorite YouTube channel that talks about celebrity news. Read articles and use that as a cautionary tale to protect your mental and emotional health. So again, we're sending prayers up, peace and blessings to Wendy, to her son, to the people who are truly rocking with her and supporting her. Again, though, I'm going to use her story as a constant reminder, because I use my mom's story as a reminder. Sometimes I fall off, just like I did in my last relationship. But thankfully, I've been protected and guided enough to be able to pivot while I'm still sane and healthy and, so on and so forth. Because not everyone gets that opportunity, so I'm thankful for that. So like I said, I already used my mom's example, even though sometimes I fall short of application. Now, though, Wendy Williams is going to be, her story and example is going to be right after my mom. And I would encourage you to find references that will help you get through the challenging times, or the times when you doing, saying, or being around people that mean good. Just have that point of reference, that motivation for yourself. So let me know what you thought about this conversation. I know for a minute I feel like in myself it got kind of serious and kind of heavy. But I really hope that you got value from it. And if you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know what stuck out to you. Let me know if this is a story that you will begin to use as motivation to protect your mental and emotional health, and to make moves and pivot when situations change and they begin to challenge your mental and emotional health. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, because it does help me and my content and the algorithm. And I invite you to make sure that you tune in Friday if you are into angel numbers. Those repeating numbers that keep popping up and smack you in the face. So you keep looking at the clock, at the phone to check the time. It's the same time. Repeating numbers on license plates, receipts when you make a purchase. If you want to know what those numbers could mean for you and how to use them to navigate and improve your life, I invite you to make sure to check out our angel numbers playlist. A new video go up every Friday talking about angel numbers. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to get me a tasty beverage and woosah from this conversation, because it hit home for me. I'm still reaping effects of, my relationship ending last August, and just being able to heal and to process the things that I allowed myself to put up with, knowing what my mom been through. Like, it's, whew, but that's a conversation for another day. So I'm going to realign my energy and go on about my day. And, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all Friday. Be blessed.